Furnace is a 3-year project. Each year we partner up with 5 different communities and we place a local artist in with them, and they do a 9-month residency to make a piece of work that's with, for and about that community.
The community engagement producer and I thought it would be a good idea to engage the deaf community, and we knew that down the road there was the Deaf Cultural Centre.
We did a brilliant piece with the Birmingham Institute of the Deaf. We brought our Associate Director Alex Zeldin to work with BID.
I went to BID and we met the people working there, Lisa and her team, and immediately I felt this was a place that would be inspiring.
When I did actually meet with Rosie and she explained the project to me, I thought it was fantastic. I was thinking that it's about the deaf people. They would be able to learn new drama skills, and also they'll be able to create a story from their own experiences.
So Alex creates work with a group of performers, and so when he works, as he did with the BID group, he's very much creating a piece of theatre with them.
I worked with an associate director who came up through our Foundry artist development scheme called Nyasha Gudo.
It was very intense at the start because I'd never experienced that world before, so hearing their stories and hearing what they'd been through felt like a privilege, because not a lot of people in our society all got to interact with a lot of deaf people.
Okay then, so the deaf community were expecting to be told what to do, and I think they were quite surprised because of Alex and Nyasha. They asked the deaf community first of all about their experience and what happened to them as they grew up, and it meant then the experience that they had became the characters which were played by the deaf community, which wasn't what they were used to doing.
The piece was called The Meeting. It was a work in progress, and it told the story of a community group of deaf people that meet to start a deaf choir. So they try and sing together through feeling vibrations and...
So my character was called Simon. He was very laid back, but he really fancied another person.
In the play, I was the mum. I was a mother that lost my son, and I was very emotional about it.
My son! I can't believe it.
The character that I played was like a drama queen, really. My character was very, very shy and quite depressed. Didn't really have many friends or family.
So one of the great things about Furnace was the length of engagement.
Alex worked with them over a period of months and had to really learn how to work with performers whose first language is sign language.
Well, I mean, the first challenge was the fact that it was in a language that I don't speak. If I do that, I'm being very respectful, very gentle, very cautious. She's my best mate's girlfriend. I've got to be a little... It was a beautiful challenge because actually there's almost a need for an understanding that goes beyond words, that becomes a kind of shared intuition.
Oh my God, Alex. Well, he was fantastic. It was fantastic. I've never met him before. I've never met anyone like him before. And he made me feel very confident working with him, and we had a great relationship. Well, he was a little bit scary actually because he looked very serious. So we all gave him a new name, which is like this from the forehead, because he's very serious, he's always thinking. So, but I really enjoyed working with him.
I'm really pleased with that.
So the final piece was performed initially at BID, then it was performed the following day at the Rep.
I think the performance went really well. I mean, it was a really great experience to perform it. I wish we could have done it more.
I saw it actually here, and it was a really lovely, truthful story.
You see, there was one scene and it was talking about speech therapy. And I found that quite difficult because I know I experienced that myself when I was younger.
You keep going to practice.
It was a very unexpected and surprising performance because of the way that they had to find a common language.
And it invites that question that I think a lot of theatre invites, which is, what is it that can be understood universally?
I think of Birmingham Rep as a community theatre. We work with communities in lots of different ways, but there's a strand of work, I think, which is about engaging people creatively who don't necessarily want to be professional performers, but have brilliant stories to tell that need to be heard.
For some of them, it's the first time they'd ever performed or they'd ever been in something like this.
I think that arts and community engagement and work is a necessity for every society. The people that we worked with, I learned a huge amount about myself, about theatre, and about life. And those are the people that participated in this project have responded with great professionalism, integrity and commitment. The relationship that was built was a really kind of deep one, which I'm delighted to say is now being developed.
There are people that were in that are now in the RTYDS Introduction to Directing course that we're running. So I think it's inspired a lot of people that actually theatre could be for them.
I'm going to the Introduction to Directing course, which started recently with the Rep.
I'd love to be a director. And I'd like to direct theatre. I'd love to do more acting in the theatre.
In the future, I'd like to be on stage. I know it's difficult for me because I'm disabled, but I feel that I would like to be, I don't want to be big-headed or egotistical, but I would like to be proud of myself. I'd like the audience to clap for me, and I'd like to be an actor myself. I would like to do that. I'd like to watch theatre as well.
I know the group and they're going to really love working with the Rep forevermore.
It's great fun.